Hello, very good morning to all students. So today we are going to see in grammar chapter 6 nouns and its belonging. Okay, belonging means these nouns will tells us about the things which is with them, okay, belongs to them. Lesson 6 nouns belonging. Let's start it. Complete the conversation between Nita and her mother as they look at an album of photos. Use the words in the box. Okay. Here there is a box is given and we have to use those words into the blanks. Okay. Where they are necessary to be put. First, Nita, who is this? Okay. Nita is asking to her mother, who is this? Mother. This is my friend Mina's mother. Next, Nita, is that Mina's auntie? Mina auntie's sister? Mother, yes, that is her sister. Mina's hair is so long in the photos. Nita, yes, it is. Okay, here you show the nouns and their belongings. Okay, you can identify nouns belonging with apostrophe. Okay, the apostrophe which tells us, or we use that apostrophe signs to make the sentence belongs. Okay, let's see some more examples here. Okay, did you see the apostrophe used after nouns Minas and aunties? Okay, you can see this kind of sign. It is called apostrophe. Look at the sentences. Mr. Pathak's armchair is brown in color. Mr. Pathak's armchair, the armchair is belonging to Mr. Pathak. Okay, you can see here the apostrophe and after that we are using S. So here the Mr. Pathak is there, but we are talking about the chair. The chair whom's belongs? It belongs to Mr. Pathak. Okay, next. Charlie's teacher lives in Goa. Okay, whose teacher lives in Goa? Charlie's teacher. Charlie's teacher, the person who teaches Charlie. Okay, so the teacher is belongs to whom? The Charlie's. Next, we add an apostrophe S after singular nouns to show that something belongs to someone. Okay, we use apostrophe after singular noun, not after plural noun. Okay, when we use apostrophe, you can see here like Charlie's. So Charlie, and after Charlie we are using apostrophe, the sign of belongs, and after that we are using S. So this will use in singular noun, not in plural noun. The in plural noun there will be different. We add an apostrophe S after singular nouns to show that something belongs to someone. We also use it show that something is related to another things. Okay, sometimes we use this the something. Okay, some things is related to something. Let's see some examples here. Examples. First, this is Raj's bat. Okay, Raj. So you can see apostrophes and after S. So the Raj and bat. Okay, the bat is whom belongs? The bat is belongs to Raj. This bat belongs to Raj. Okay. So here what is our noun? Noun is our Raj, and but the thing is what? What is things of Raj? The things is that bat is belongs to Raj. This is Sam's school. Okay. The school is whom belongs? Sam's belongs. This school is where the Sam's studies. Okay. Here we are talking about the place. Okay. So place is what? School. And who studies there? Sam studies there. Okay. It is talking about the Sam's school. Next. We add only an apostrophe for plural nouns which ends with S. Okay. Now second rules. Before we were using in singular noun apostrophe, after just noun and apostrophe then s, and when the plural noun comes, okay, more than one, that time after s, when noun is ends with s, then after s we will use apostrophe signs. Let's see examples. The soldiers' uniforms are green in color. The truck's wheels are very big. Okay, so what? Soldiers. The soldiers is what? It is a group of soldier. Okay, not singular. It is not only one soldier. There are many soldiers in a group. So what? Soldiers. So the noun is plural noun. Okay, this is plural noun but ending with what? S. So we will use after S the apostrophe signs, and that will be in a sense of what? Belonging to the nouns. So what belongs to soldiers? The uniforms. Okay, the uniform is in green color is belongs to whom? The soldiers. And the second one, the truck's wheels are very big. Okay, so trucks is what? Not singular, it is plural. So the S is ending, and after that we are using apostrophes of signs. So it shows that whose wheels are very big? Trucks wheels are very big. So here in this chapter we learn about how to make the noun and their things belongs to the noun. Okay, so what is the main important? We learn about the sign of apostrophe and s. So today we are going to see in grammar chapter 7 the subject and predicate. Okay, what is subject and predicate? That the things we have to understand first. Okay, the subject is what the person, animal or things talk about. Okay, and the predicate is what? The remaining part just after the subject. Okay, just after the subject is called predicate. It's just simple information, but we will learn more about this. Okay, lesson 7, the subject and the predicate. Let's get started. Which person or animals are we talking about in the sentence? Let's see. Tom wanted to be a magician. Okay, so what is the subject is here? Who is subject? Just person or animal or anything's name is called the subject. You can also say the noun. Okay, so what is the subject or noun? Is Tom. Okay, and the after just it. Okay, Tom wanted to be a magician. So what? The Tom is just subject, and after that, okay, wanted to be a magician is what? Is predicate. Next, the stranger gave Aladdin a magic lamp. Okay, so what is here the subject are? The subject is a stranger. Okay, it is the person, name is not given, but it's very someone else. Okay, but it is what? It is the subject here. It is, we are talking here just about the stranger is a person. Stranger gave Aladdin a magic lamp. Okay, so the stranger is subject and gave Aladdin a magic lamp is what? Are predicate. So same here, Sinbad sailed his ship to far away land. So Sinbad is what? Are subject, and just after sailed his ship to faraway land is what? Are predicate. So same here, Goldie looks at the porch. Okay, so what is the subject is Goldilocks, and the after just what is the remaining part is what? Are predicate. In a sentence we talk about someone or something and we say something about them. Read the sentences. Okay, Tamanna is learning to speak Spanish. Okay, so Tamanna is what? Tamanna is our subject, and just afterward the sentence is remaining is learning to speak Spanish is what? Our predicate. Okay, Tariq wants to be a painter. Okay, here the subject is what? Are noun. Okay, what is noun? Noun is name of the person, and same here in the subject, noun is what? Like a person, animal or things. So Tariq is what? Are subject, and wants to be a painter is what? Predicate. The word Tamanna and Tariq tells us which persons we are speaking about in these sentences. The word is learning to speak Spanish and wants to be a painter gives us more information about those persons. A sentence can be divided into two parts, the subject and predicate. Okay. So just see here, the subject is what? The just name of the person or animal or things. The subject of a sentence is person, animal or things about whom the sentence is. Okay. Here the sentence is what? About whom we are talking about. Okay, just to go back and see. Tamanna is learning to speak Spanish. Okay, about whom we are talking? About subject is what? Tamanna. We are talking about Tamanna, and Tamanna is what? Our subject. But remaining part of the Tamanna is what? Our predicate. Next, examples. The woodpeckers is making a hole in the tree. Okay, woodpecker is a bird. Okay, the bird is making hole in a tree. So who is our subject? Our subject is the woodkeeper, and the is making a hole in the tree is what? Our predicate. So next here, they are planning to buy a new car. Okay, so what is our subject? They is what? Our subject. Are planning to buy a new car. From here, are to car is our predicate. Next, the predicate of the sentence is part of that tells us something about the subject. Okay, the subject which tells about the predicate which tells us about the subject. Okay, just remaining parts of after the subject. Let's see examples here. The lighthouse was damaged in the storm. So the lighthouse is our subject, but it is not in dark word, but just afterward, just lighthouse was damaged in the storm is what? Our remaining predicate. Next, birds. Okay, birds is our subject, but you can see in the dark words are creeping outside the window. So our creeping outside the window is what? Our predicate. The subject usually comes before the predicate. Examples. We will win the match. The subject is what? Are we. And predicate is what? Will win the match. At times the subject comes in the middle of the predicate. Okay, sometimes what happened? The subject also come in the middle of the sentence. Let's see example. Down the mouse ran. Okay, the down is what? Our place, and ran is what? Our also is a verb, but it is what? Our predicate. But what is the subject is here? The mouse. Okay, it is a animal, so that's why it is in the middle. Next, this sentence can also be read as the mouse ran down. Okay, subject is what? The mouse is our subject, but predicate is what? Ran down is our predicate. To identify the subject of the sentence, ask the questions who or what. Okay, sometimes we can identify the sentence or by the sentence what is the subject. Okay, sometimes we can see in questions who or what. These are what? Which we talk about the person. Okay, so how we can identify the subject. Examples. I am writing a letter. Okay, it is just sentence, but here what? I is what? Our predicate, subject, and am writing a letter is what? Our predicate. But how will be the question? Who is writing letter? Okay, who is writing a letter? So who is what? It is. Okay, nobody knows who is writing letter, but there is a person, someone who is writing the letter. Who is writing? I. So what is the subject is I. Next, answer. I. This is the subject of the sentence. Okay, I is what? Subject. So how we learn about the subject and predicate? Okay, let's come to the conclusion of this last. The subject and the predicate. Okay, subject which is the person or things or animals which we talk about, and the predicate just remaining part after the subject. or the sentence tells about the subject. Okay, thank you.